Yes! Yes! Give it to me! Bring it on! Bring it on! Come on! I know. It's Tuesday. Stop. Come on. Stop. I know. It's Tuesday. It's time. Oh, come on. Quiet down, folks. Quiet down. It's another episode of Music Notes today, and we are going to get it going. Today's song is a good one for real.
Oh no.
No, for real. It really is. It really is. Today, I don't know if you know this or not, but I got a little bit of Mexicano in my blood. And so, what's up? So, we're going to do a song today in Espanol, okay? My Spanish is, más o menos. Pero, we're going to do this thing anyway, because you know what? You can enjoy a song in Spanish, even if you don't necessarily speak Spanish that well. I'm kind of middle of the road on the Spanish, but we're going to break it down. This show is Music Notes, and I am your loving host. Love you guys for kicking it with me, and I love all the songwriters of the world for making the world a better place with your songwriting skills. This songwriting show is a very quick, for me at least, very quick 30 minutes of rapid fire songwriting breakdown. And we're going to break it on down. We have, like I said, a really good song today. The song of the day is Baila Conmigo! Ay! And in case you don't know, that means dance with me. So, today, for the sake of my English speakers, I'll try to get a little bit of a translation going. I might have to look it up in some spots. We'll see if I can read it or not. But we're going to look at the song regardless, because, music transcends the language. I love songs that I don't know the words to at all. Because a good song has a lot more elements in it than just words. There is all that we're going to go over in today's show, which is the melody, the structure, the emotion. What else do we talk about? Little ear candy here and there, the arrangement. There's all sorts of stuff that goes into writing a good song, and there's no one way to do it. So we're looking at a lot of different songs, and I thought it'd be a cool way to mix it up, to look at songs that are a little bit outside of the English realm, at least. Maybe not, I was going to say American, but I guess there's plenty of Spanish speakers in America. So, yeah, we've done all of our previous songs in English. So we're going to try to get a little Espanol going, okay? Okay. So, did I break it all down for you? What else do I need to tell you guys? Oh, music notes. We focus on songs that are on the charts because I imagine at least, this is my show, that the songs that are on the charts have the widest appeal. And so, as a songwriter, it's cool to write a song that you love. It's cool to write a song that your mom loves. Those are your two easiest audiences, right? Yourself and then your mom. Your mom's always gonna love it. Shout out to my mama. She always loves my music, even if it doesn't even make any sense. I think she's like, "Oh, that's great, Carlos." So, yeah. But getting past your mom is a little bit harder. So we're gonna talk about music that's on the charts, because music on the charts is loved by many many people, millions of people, and yeah, it's gonna be muy bueno. So yeah, let's see. Bless you all for riding along with me, and let's get right on down to it. So, what is the first thing that we cover in music notes? The first thing we cover is hypothetical origins. That's my little just idea that I came up with to cover the song in reverse first by looking at where we might imagine this song to have come from. So there's a lot of different places that you could start. I'm going to look at the lyrics and see what I can come up with. Alright, so we got Bebe, no sé si hablas mucho español. It's a good first line, especially for this episode. Don't know if you speak much Spanish. Entiende cuando dijo mi amor. If you understand when I say my love. Bueno, sin entendernos es mejor. Solo tenemos que gustarnos. Quiero que caiga en tentaciones. Mira cómo me pone ese acento que tienes. No entiendo mucho, pero gente. Baila conmigo. Baila conmigo. Okay, so my first impression is, she's saying like, this is in the intro. I don't know if you speak much Spanish, or if you know what I'm saying when I call you my love, and gets into. Oh, this is still the part of the intro, but they break right into baila conmigo. They want to dance. Baila means dance. So, pégate, ven, suéltate. No te me vayas sin las ganas de volver, pero eso baila conmigo. Bésame sola una vez, así tengo un motivo para volverte a ver. Alright, I'm definitely going to need a little bit of translation here, so I'm going to cheat just a tad. I feel like I'm getting the gist of it, but we're going to just get a little bit of cheating going. So this is the English translation. Baby, I don't know if you speak any Spanish, if you understand when I say my love. Making love without understanding each other is better. We just have to like each other. You want me to fall into temptations? Look how you put me, the accent you have. I don't understand too much, but come here. Dance with me. So, where does it come from? This song's hypothetical origin to me is like a sudden love, right? If you see somebody, you don't even really have a real connection with them outside of just this moment, but right away you just have this feeling like you bond and you want to dance with that person and like share the night. Even have a quick kiss. Kiss me just once. The verse is sincerely, let's let me pull them both up here actually. So she says, come on. That didn't work. Okay, here we go. So in the verse, she says, sinceramente, dejemos que esto fluya, no sigas dándole mente, tenemos toda la noche okay, so there's like some little, what do they call that, a lighting, kind of chopping up the words here. Téneme toda la noche para que me enseñe de frente. So she says, We have the whole night for you to show me face to face. Everything that you feel smells to me like there's nothing innocent about you. How do I tell you I don't want to talk about love? That if it's with you, I think I have to think better. Chill out. Leave it like that. I want to stay here. Come closer, closer to me. So yeah, I'm sticking with it. My first impression is like, this is somebody who's just really loving the moment. They caught up with somebody that for whatever reason they really dig. They don't even necessarily share the same language possibly, but they can share the language of dance. And that's what they're doing. That is section 1. What are we covering next? We're talking about structure. So, what does it mean to have structure in your song? It means a lot of stuff. The key of the song, to me, classifies as structure. Definitely the arrangement from introduction to verse to chorus to outro to whatever it might be. That definitely adds an element of structure. I count the tempo as an element of structure because if you're dancing, like let's just say I turn this track up to, oh, I can't do that because this is a recording. But let's just say I put this in like double time. Suddenly it's going to be really hard to say a whole lot because the song is going by really fast. So the tempo can be a structural element. The message of the song is even a structural element because, you know, if you want to talk about dance, then it's going to kind of limit where you go with the lyrics, right? If your song's chorus is, what's the chorus here again? Corro. Baila, baila, baila conmigo. Baila, 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 que yo te sigo. Okay? That is not a lot of words. The song is, let's see if they have the BPM here. They do. But it's a dance song, so it's pretty safe to assume that it's at least, it's above 100 BPM, that's for sure. Most dance songs, like dance music, is kind of like typically around 120 BPM or faster. So when you're going that fast, you can't write like your life story into the song. You know, that's why a lot of like dance songs have choruses that are like 3, 4, 5 words. You know. So anyway, let's get into the structure. Let's look at it. Let's look at the just the basic segments of the song. We got intro, chorus, okay, quick chorus. I think that's a common trait for dance songs. As the show goes on, we'll like take more note of whether it really is or not. But I feel like a lot of dance songs, they don't want to wait through the verse. Like the verse can wait on a dance song. Your dance song, let's just get right to the chorus and get it popping. Let's go right into the popping. You know, you might have to do a little dance, and you're not going to be able to do that quite as well while someone's sitting there telling you a story or whatever. So, intro, chorus, then verse 1, then back to the chorus, then verse 2, then back to the chorus, and outro. Wow, okay, how long is this song? 3 minutes. So, let me verify that up here on my Spotify. Where is she? Selena Gomez. 3 minutes, 6 seconds. So yeah, in a moment we'll go through the arrangement and I'll do a little flyby, a little drive-by musical shooting, if you will, and just shoot off what I hear throughout the arrangement. But 3 minutes, 6 seconds. That's not a lot of time, but it's also, I mean, that's pretty much the average, I would say. The song average nowadays in 2021-ish, the 21st century, tends to be a little like lower, a little shorter. If you ask the pros, they'll say that is because it doesn't take but a couple minutes to get paid when you're streaming. So why write a 6-minute song? Why arrange a 6-minute song? A 5-minute song? When you don't really get any added benefit out of that financially. It's kind of a lame reason to write a short song, but technology and what's getting you paid has a real play on the way that songs work out in real life, because a songwriter's got to eat too. So yeah, structural elements of the song are what I would call a little different, but if you've watched any of my previous episodes, you know this is not a tremendous departure from the normal song structure. There's no bridge, so they ditched the bridge. That would be like certainly a little bit of a departure, but the real main difference here in the structure based on the segments of the song is really just the flipping of the chorus. Chorus first, then verse. Chorus first, then verse. So, yeah, I really like this song. I listened to it earlier today. If you don't know, we try to focus on songs that are not explicit because this is a songwriting show for everyone. And that includes little songwriting kiddos. And so for that reason, I try to limit us to just songs that don't have expletives in them. So, shout out to Selena Gomez and Rauw Alejandro for putting a song together that doesn't have a lot of cussing. Anyway, so that's my look at the structure. Let's look real quick at the chord structure. I usually go to Ultimate Guitar just because it's like probably the most popular chord site out there. So let's look at the chords real quick. This song has 5 chords, which, as far as songs go, is nowadays for a pop song, maybe a lot. Some pop songs literally only have like 2 chords. So let's look at how it works out. In the chorus, we got D minor, B flat, F, C, D minor, B flat, F, C. The verse, D minor, B flat, F, C, D minor, B flat, F, C. Again, the chorus, so that's going to be the same. And the verse 2, D minor, B flat, F, C, D minor, B flat, F, C. The only time that they use the 5th chord, it looks like, is on the outro. That's interesting. A C sharp diminished as the final chord of the whole song. Actually, pretty peculiar, I would say. In the intro, so we got C, F, B flat, and D minor. What key does that make this? F. So the C is the 5th, but the C sharp would be like a borrowed chord or something like that. It's kind of interesting. Only shows up twice, in the intro and in the outro. That's pretty cool. I would say it's like pretty much a common practice for songwriters to try to do a little something interesting with the chords, and that's all. In a pop song, a song that everyone's going to like, usually there aren't too many chords, and they don't change them much at all. So in this case, the verse, same as the chorus, same as the verse, same as the intro, blah, 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 blah. It's all the same. If you want to learn how to play this, you can go to Guitar Tabs. That's not some kind of an endorsement, but they have it right here. They got it for guitar, ukulele, and piano. Ukulele. Ukulele. Anyway, so, yeah, that's the structure of this song. Pretty basic, I would say. A little bit of a departure, but not too much. If you're gonna write a cool song, you might throw in a little spice and leave it at that. That's what I'm taking away from this one. I'd like to take this time, this moment, just a quick moment, because I'm already down to only 10 minutes left, to let you know that this show is all about you. And so, if you want to make a funny song, you want to make a funny sound, feel free. Go do something fun with your song. Do something wild. I'm going to get into the next thing, and I'm going to try to keep it short.
Copy that.
Let's keep it going. Okay, where are we? We are in the Carlos Young Music Studio, so to speak, and we're going to look at the arrangement. We got to go fast. All right. So, this is where I tune out for just a moment, and I'm going to listen to the song. I'm going to turn this down just a tad because that kind of makes it a little easier for me to hear what's going on. And I'm going to give you the flyby of this song. One of the things I try to do, just so I don't step on anybody's copyright toes, is I try to not play the song, which makes it kind of tricky. But I figure if you're on the internet, you can play the song yourself. So hopefully you have access to that, and here we go. Okay, cool samples, guitar, little arpeggios, like a vocal sample that's been turned into pad. Here's that intro. Okay, so Rauw starts off with the intro, and then Selena comes in, and like a big sub bass comes in, and then they jump into the chorus, and the drums hit. Okay, this is like a duet, right? So they're kind of bouncing back and forth. This is a pretty wordy chorus. That's where a lot of the length comes from. Okay, verse. Still pretty much like the little arpeggios, the pad. Big sub bass thing going on underneath to fill up the space. A little bit of like a chop drop going into the chorus again. There's something new coming in on the second chorus instrumentally. I can't really tell what it is exactly. Okay, verse 2 is all Rauw. Some cool little like ad-lib, like one-offs coming in the second verse. Well, hey. Gotta do a little bailando. The pad that's kind of underneath all this is like, it's like somebody played it with like a volume pedal, kind of swelling it. The outro pretty much goes out like pretty quietly with just one vocal. Overall, like I would call the arrangement like very, very simple, like light-handed. Um, but you know, pretty much is the underlying factor with all of these pop songs. I mean, I can tell you just as somebody who has done a little bit of production work that it's a lot of work to get something to sound that good sometimes, but still be very simple. But yeah, the chords, it's like a guitar, it's some kind of little pad, like a vocal that's been sort of muted and filtered and turned into like this swelling pad. And the drums, of course, but pretty simple, you know. If you're out there and you're thinking that you gotta like this is me. When I was first starting out trying to do music production, you know, if you're sitting in front of a computer with endless, you know, digital instruments and what have you, it can be easy to think that you really gotta like just break out the whole toolkit and just go crazy. But you know, I heard Alicia Keys say this actually on her masterclass, which is really good. If you have a masterclass, check this out. She said very brilliantly that, you know, the less you put in, the bigger everything can be. So if you put a lot in, then everything gets smaller and the whole thing feels smaller. And I feel like that's one of the really like simplest, truest things I've ever really heard about production. And you think about that when you listen to like a symphony. A symphony has like, I don't know how many people, 40-something people or whatever, but every individual person has to kind of take a back seat to the overall sound. And then you can't exactly put mics right up on every single instrument and make everybody sound big, so it ends up kind of sounding distant a lot of the time, you know? Typically it's not a super compressed sound, so there's a little bit of that going on, but yeah, think less, man. It doesn't take a whole lot. It's about textures, it's about frequencies and windowing. How about the melody? We got to get down this melody fast, okay? Baila, baila, baila conmigo. Baila, baila, baila conmigo. That's like, like maybe 5 notes. Again, super simple. There's really not any showing off, you know. In the hit song, if you want to write a song that a lot of people like, I think I say this every single time, but it's worth saying again because maybe this is the only episode you ever see. If you try to show off your chops too much in a song, you can blow people's minds, but you're gonna also sort of isolate yourself and kind of like cut off your listener in a sense because maybe they can't do that. That's really all I got time to say about the melody. How about creative cameos? Creative cameos and this track. There weren't many. I would say that probably really the intro for that one chord, and then a couple of little like little like ad-lib sounds that just sauce it up just a little bit, like the Salt Bay guy. You know, they just like drop that little touch, you know. I find that every pop song has a few of those, you know. The intro on this track is very interesting in the tonality, so I would call that like a creative cameo almost. But there's another technique that I will call to your attention that was used on the previous episode. Whew, I'm out of time, man. Okay, whoa. Unanswered questions. What are the unanswered questions? A little wordy today. Unanswered questions. Unanswered questions. Unanswered questions. I wonder if this dance, this is my question. It's not super overt, but did this dance change? Did it change it for them? Are they still together? Are they going to stick around with each other after this? I don't know. I'm out of time, so this has been another episode of Music Notes. I'm your host, Carlos Young. I hope you have fun. I almost want to make this show longer, but then again, I want it to be quick, man. So, love you guys. Peace.